Hey folks, I forgot. I don't ever schedule these for Monday. So today was one of those days where I just kind of forgot about it. I apologize. I'm tardy, but I am here. I am okay. Sorry I startled people. Hello, Coin Dragon. Yeah, let me get my stuff together here real quick. Hello, Jeremy. Let me get my keyboard out of the way. All right, there we go. I'm back in, ready to go. Here is all of our names. There's the roll. I don't have to do a whole lot to open the roll because this is a tubed roll. Took the tape off of it to look at the top coin and make sure it was okay. The top coin was very nice looking. I did not check it for an RPM or anything to that effect. So let me get my bag real quick, which just happens to be buried under everything else I have here. Hello, Jared, Paula, Adam, Farm Dog, Majestic. I am tardy but good, doing well. Okay, turn this roll over just a little bit there. All right, let's get started. Let's do coin number one. Coin number one will go to Eric Beyer. Let's see what we have in here. Focus. Get my light a little bit brighter on the subject. There we go. I have been so focused on getting this lot sale together. It's coming up tomorrow. I have nearly 2,000 rolls ready to sell. Didn't see anything on the obverse of that coin, and this is the reverse. It's a little bit spotty. Not seeing anything of importance on it. So I'm going to have to write the numbers on the flip inserts because I did not take the time to actually create flip inserts for these. So that will come a little bit later. That's coin number one for Eric Beyer. Now for coin number two. Hello, Dell's Treasures and Hawkeye. I don't know why the white like button would turn black and not blue. I have no idea. Here's coin number two. That is a nice RPM right there. I believe that could be RPM number 3. You can see it right there inside the upper serif. Let me zoom in on this. I believe that's an RPM. No, maybe not. I thought I saw an RPM. Let's take a look at the lower part and see if... No, what I thought I saw a split on the upper serif, but that was actually just a very well-placed little hit. No, maybe it is. Okay, I think that is actually a split serif. It's a split lower serif and a split upper serif. They're not very obvious. Hello, Daniel. This is a Dino Light. It's a Dino Light Edge. Pretty good low microscope. As you can see, it's got two different focal lengths, which that makes it really nice. You can zoom way in and look really close at stuff, and then you can back out a little bit. I do believe I'm dealing with a minor repunchment mark here. We will have to take a look at another one. We have a nice pair of die scratches inside the upper 9 of the date to use. Hello, Eric Beyer. And so since we've got that, we can put this off to the side. We can call it die 1 for the roll for now. It's going to be coin position number 2. It's going to go to Deanne. And I'll put it over here as a possible RPM, and then we will move on. And here's Joe McBride. Joe McBride, coin number 3. Gosh, I hope these start getting a little bit cleaner here soon, because this coin doesn't look very clean. See, this one's another RPM right here. So is it the same die as the last one? It could be. No, I don't think it is. I think this one's a different die altogether. Okay, this one's got a lot of die gouge issues in and around the L of Liberty, so we can remember that easily. But this is a definite RPM here. Hello, Clog the Drain. Definitely have an RPM with Joe McBride. That's going to be coin number 3. Coin number 3 in the roll. And we'll set that over on the RPM table. I'll draw a name for coin number 4 here. Coin number 4 is going to go to Farm Dog. And let's take a look at coin number 4. Okay, this one is not an RPM. Definitely not an RPM. But there is a die break starting to become a BIE die break, the BIE die break. Nice little die crack there that runs all the way up the left side of the E as well. Hello, Jeff Dunn. Alright, so we will flip this one over, take a look at the reverse. We don't really generally expect to find anything on the reverse side of 1955S. Just no double dies known for that issue. On the reverse anyway. In fact, as far as I know, there's no double dies on the obverse either. So pretty much anything we find today is going to be a boon if we find anything other than RPM. Because it'll be something new. So coin number 5. We'll see who gets coin number 5. It's going to be Dennis Paulson. They're right at number 5 on the back of that. And here's Dennis Paulson's coin number 5. Hello, Steve. Oh, that's a RPM number 2. Definitely RPM number 2. Pretty nice, strong RPM. You can see it there in the upper part of the mint mark. Turn the light down just a little bit so you can see that better. And one of the characteristic diagnostics of the later die states of this RPM is that it does have the die chips in the upper 5s of the date. Very nice example of this RPM. It's a nice red BU coin. This is also another one of the diagnostics of RPM number 2. It's a large W-shaped die break. It kind of goes across the shoulder and across the lapel up to the vest. This is a very nice entry-level die variety here. They're not uncommon. Worth a few dollars a piece. If you don't have one, you definitely need one for your collection. So that's Dennis. Coin number 5 has an RPM number 2. That's going to be our third die for the roll. And then Paul Hampton comes out as coin number 6. Coin number 6 will go to Paul Hampton. And this is coin number 6. And it appears that we have no RPM on this coin. No doubling on the I or on the motto. Oh, there is a buy right there, BIE die break. This one could be related to the other one that we just saw. That was the beginning. And this could be a progression stage of that. Some chance of that anyway. Hello, Ida Herring. Let's see if we have anything on the reverse before I move on to the next coin. A little bit of a clash mark right there. That's what that thickening to the N is right there. And that's all we've got there. And Paul Hampton is coin number 6. Now on to coin number 7. Coin number 7 will go to Coin Dragon. Lucky coin number 7. Here we go. And it is... Oof. Looks like it's got a die chip in the S. A die chip just about everywhere it can have it in the date. It's got a clash in the throat. It's got a big die crack in the hair. It's got a little bit of a die break or a die crack starting between the B and E of Liberty. We've got a lot of die cracks and little die breaks and stuff all over this coin, but it is not a die variety. There's no doubling in the mint mark. And it does not appear to be a double die at all. And this will be for Coin Dragon. Coin number 7. Now to draw it for coin number 8. Coin number 8 will belong to... Come on, where's the names? There they are. Bill 457. And Bill 457 gets involved in his first roll. And let's see what he gets. Does not appear to be a repunchment mark. Oof. Looks like it just had some stacking rub issues. This may not be an original roll, which is okay because, well, it's not searched. Your die was falling apart just like you. I get that. I feel like I'm falling apart pretty much every day. This coin does not appear to be a BU coin. Yeah, we'll see how that works out. So we move on in the roll. Deanne. Deanne gets coin number 9. Let's take a look at coin number 9. And And this one is not an RPM. There's no doubling on the I. No doubling elsewhere on the obverse. I'm not seeing anything on the reverse either. Okay. Move on to coin number 6. Coin number 10. Coin number 6. I was looking at the 9 and it looked backwards and my brain isn't working, and I've been working with rolls for days now. We've got a lot of rolls coming up tomorrow. So coin number 10 will go to Eric Beyer. He'll be right here at this channel at 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. If you're in any way a roll hunter, you're going to enjoy this show. Does not look like an RPM. No eyelid. Oh, you can see this one's a by error too. So if they're not RPMs, they tend to come out as by errors, I guess. All right. All right, that's for Eric Beyer. We're going to have close to 2,000 rolls for sale tomorrow by the box. Not going to be individual sale rolls. They're going to be by the box. Each box is a small flat rate shipping box. Let's see. Next one goes to Wild Bill. Be coin number 11. Coin number 11 goes to Wild Bill. And these small flat rate boxes are packed full of between 20 and 25 rolls per box, and every single box is going to start at auction at $1. $1 per box. Starting bid. You bought a buy? You bought a what? A what? So at least football people know what that means, right? Take a week off. I bought a week off. What did you buy? A buy. Buy? Buy. All right, Sissy Atwell is going to get coin number 12. It's going to be our next coin in the roll. And this is it. We've got another one of those ones. It's got the little break in the mint mark. Oh, coin junkie. We've seen this die before. So this one could actually be an original roll that just wasn't very well taken care of. This little die chip right there. The lower right wheat. There's a disturbance in the force. I can feel it. RPM 11 with a buy. This doesn't have a buy. Might have been the last one you're talking about. I didn't see anything doubled on it. I think there's at least a couple of different dies for the buy on 1955S, is there? So that was coin number 12. Let's do coin number 13 now. Bill 457. It's lucky coin number 13. There's Bill's name. There's Bill's coin. See, this one has the markers of that first coin I pulled out thinking it was an RPM, and here I don't see any of those marks that make me believe this is an RPM. So this appears to be the same die as that first coin that I pulled out as an RPM, and I think I'm going to have to pull it back because I don't think it is now. Take a look at the reverse. A little bit of a grease struck through area. This blotchiness is from a viscous solution of some sort that was on the die at the time it struck the coin and kind of gave it a very shiny appearance just in the area where the viscous solution was. Probably an oil or grease of some sort. Interesting looking coin. That's coin number 13. Now for number 14. Number 14 will go to Techstar. Coin number 14 is this one right here. What do we have? It has the beginning of a buy. We've passed by this die before. Got that gouge up by the T in trust. We've definitely seen this die before. It is not an RPM, and I don't think it's going to be a double die either. And it appears as though it is not a double die. Oops, there's a spot on this one. I don't like spots. Okay, this one's for Techstar. That's coin number 14. Now coin number 15. Most of the boxes will be different from one another, and yes, I will put a list out tomorrow morning that'll tell you what's in every one of the boxes. Jeff Dunn gets coin number 15. I may actually be able to publish that list tonight, but I'm still working on a number of the boxes. In fact, that's what I was working on when I was reminded that I needed to be here. Nice big die crack. I do believe this is a progression of another die we've seen. Yeah, it is. It's a progression of the die with the big gouge next to the T in trust. Because this big die crack wasn't on the last coin that we looked at of this die. Got a lot of near failure dies here. A few minor color issues on the reverse. That's going to be for Jeff Dunn. That's coin number 15. Now coin number 16. Coin number 16 goes to Wild Bill. Coin number 16 to Wild Bill. This is coin number 16. Ugh. Seems as though we have parts of an original roll and maybe parts of something else. This is not good. Nothing here really to look at. Nothing special anyway. This, unfortunately, is a red coin beginning to turn brown. And coin number 17 for Dell's Treasures. Coin number 17 here will go to Dell's Treasures. Yes, Shannon, we found a few RPMs in this. We're finding mixed quality in the roll, though. This is another one of those. So it should have that. And it should also have that. And it does. So this is another one of that die, which does not have a repunchment mark. Does not have any hub doubling, so let's take a look at the reverse on it. The reverse is probably the same one that was on there when it struck the other coin, but we're going to check anyway, just in case there's any coin-to-coin error problems happening, any issues, like a lamination or a large struck through, or who knows what could happen to the reverse of a given coin. And if you're not watching, you'll miss it. You have to be looking at the reverses on your coins. All right, let's see. Coin number 18. Coin number 18 will go to Joe McBride. Coin number 18 to Joe McBride. This is coin number 18. Doesn't look like we have anything for an RPM on this. No, nothing on the eyelid. There's a die crack on the forehead. This one has a buy. Mint mark's really close to and directly underneath the end of the 5. So Joe McBride has a buy. He didn't have to buy a buy. We found one in the roll. Come here, buy. You're going in the flip insert for Joe McBride. And Joe's coin number 18. Now coin number 19. Coin number 19 will go to Eric Beyer. Let me write 19 on the back of it here. Been putting the numbers on the back of the flip inserts as I go along, because this is the only flip insert I have for right now. What do we have? Looks like we have a nothing, unfortunately. Hello, Mr. Harmon. Oh, and here's you a different one. A different progression that has a BE with just a dot between them where the break is just getting started. This could be an early progression on one of the same buys. I'm doing well, Mr. Harmon. How are you doing? Wow, look at all this. You got a nest of nasty little breaks all over the reverse of this. All over the reverse die here. You see little die cracks and stuff and little fissures and all kinds of nifty little things going on here. No hub doubling. But it does have a bugs in the wheat. That's what it is. Bugs. Oops. This flip is going to crack open on me. I'm going to throw it away. Great. I just threw it in my flip box where I can pick it out and try to use it again. So this is coin number 19. Let's take a look at coin number 20. Coin number 20 will be for Farm Dog. Coin number 24, Farm Dog, is this coin right here. See anything particular going on there? So it looks like it might have been, there's a buy. So it might have been Roland coin or something. Because it's got some toning running across the top edge of the design. This one's a pretty nice buy. It appears that it could possibly match the more common one that we're pulling out of this roll. Not saying it's common at all, but it is common to this roll. You can have die varieties that are the only ones known in the world, and you can find 10 of them in a single roll. That means 10 exist. That makes them common for the roll because it's 1/5 of the total roll, but it doesn't make them common in the rest of the world. Got Blackjack, coin number 21, coming up for Chuck Patillo. This is Chuck Patillo's coin number 21. Not seeing anything on this one for an RPM anyway. There's a little bit of color toning on this. It has a bit of a gold yellowish color. It's that same die that has this. It should have that. Okay. So for the most part, this is an original roll. If it isn't a completely original roll, it's mostly an original roll. Some of these coins I kind of question. And that's coin number 21 for Chuck Patillo. Let's take a look now at coin number 22. 22 will be for Adam Chambers. Coin number 22 will be for Adam Chambers. This is coin number 22. Okay, Eric, go ahead and send it to me through email. I'll take a look at it and respond to it when I can. Probably tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow morning sometime. Tonight's not going to work because I haven't even eaten dinner yet. You know, it's almost 9:30 at night, and I haven't eaten my dinner. I was planning on it, and then Joe pops in and says, "You okay?" Yeah. Did you forget the reveal? Yeah. Yes, cd@coppercoins.com. Okay, Bill 457 is going to get coin number 23, but I need to write the 23 on his name card before I forget to do that. And here's coin number 23 for Bill 457. I think this is one of the buy errors here. Yeah, this is one that's got that lower, looks like a bird's nest between the B and the E. It's also going to have a number of complex die breaks all over the reverse of the coin. So we have definitely seen this die before. It's got little breaks and stuff all over it. Just all over. Marsha. coin number 24. Coin number 24 will go to Sissy Atwell. Weird anomaly on a 44S, maybe a double die obverse. Okay. That'll be interesting to take a look at. Let's get Sissy's coin. Take a look at Sissy's coin. This is that same die again. It's going to have that. It's going to have a little thing up with a T. And I don't think it's an RPM. It's definitely not a double die. Let's take the reverse. Reverse on this one is relatively clean looking. And that's for Sissy Atwell. That's coin number 24. And next coin number 25 would be for Paul Hampton. Next coin is Paul Hampton. And this is Paul Hampton's coin. Gosh. This has got that same like double die break. Die breaks all over in the date. Die break in the mint mark. Die chips. Whatever you want to call it. And it's got a little thin die crack between the B and the E of Liberty that shows it's about to develop a buy. Got a big bird's nest down here in the bottom right corner. A lot of pretty interesting coins we're pulling out of this roll, that's for sure. Interesting day. It has been going through boxes. I got into a 1963 D box today to pull out some 1963 D rolls and found a bunch of 1986 D rolls in my box of 1963 D. If you're a roll collector and you know value of rolls, you know that's a good thing. 1986 D rolls typically go for about $25 a roll. There's coin number 26 for Adam Chambers. This is coin number 26 right here. Oh, I know what that is. And when we flip it over, we're going to see a whole bunch of little die breaks, little die chips all over the place. So we've seen this roll before, or we've seen this die before. This one was very weakly struck and struck through some grease, as you can see by the little mottled appearance. You can see the little, they look like little white bugs in a picture. And that's just areas where the planchette received some minor dings while it was in the process of being created. And then when it came to the die to be minted into a coin, it didn't strike all that out of the coin. So there's coin number 26. Now we're on to coin number 27. Coin number 27 is going to be for Wild Bill. Here comes coin number 27. For Wild Bill. Well, it's an interesting series of die scratches there. Okay, nothing else on the obverse. Let's take a look at the reverse. Hello, Blues Coins. How's my old state of Oklahoma doing tonight? Well, my old state of Oklahoma is doing an hour earlier than we are, that's for sure. Let's see. Coin number 28 is going to go to Majestic Sound of Coins. Majestic Sounds of Coins will get coin number 28. This is coin number 28. What do we have? They are now Paula Frank. There's a nice buy. This one's... I think this one's the more common one that we've been finding in this roll. It's the best right now, but we know that can change in an hour, that's for sure. You wait until 9:30. I'll show you. You just wait till 9:30. Oh boy. Coin Dragon and Paula are mind merging here. Everybody cover your eyes. Dennis Paulson will get the next coin. It's going to be coin number 29. Coin number 29 will go to Dennis Paulson. Looking at it so that I read it. I need to be looking at it so my crowd can read it. Oof, this one's got some scuffing and stuff on it. That... I'm thinking about going a class 6 double die obverse on this. That tail of that 9 is real thick. And I've seen this before in this roll, and I've kind of let it go. Not so sure I should be letting that go. Let's take a look at the reverse here. Or I guess as consensus has it would be reverse. Because a reverse is a direction that you go. In reverse, you go in drive or you go in reverse. I'm going to stick this off to the side. I'm going to take a better look at it later just to see. It seems as though we've run out of RPMs in this roll. Coin Captain. Coin Captain will get coin number 30. Coin Captain gets coin number 30. I do believe we have an RPM here. I do believe we actually have a quite obvious RPM here. That's nice. Let's take a really close look at it. Zoom. You can see it right there on the upper... Oh, you can't see it at all now because I moved the coin. Hang on just a second. Zip. There we go. You can see it on the upper serif. You can see it on the lower serif. That's actually quite nice. I know we're going to turn out with one of the top 3 RPM numbers on this one, possibly. But I don't have them memorized to the extent that I can actually tell you which one's which. This one could be RPM number 2. Could also be RPM number 5. If it's RPM number 2, it's an earlier die state of RPM number 2 because it does not have the die breaks inside the 5s. Let's zoom out and see if it has the die break or die crack on the vest or on the lapel. Because if it does, then we just have an earlier version. And it does not have that, so this is probably not die number 2. This is a different repunch mint mark. And a nice one. So, Coin Captain gets a nice coin out of this. I'm glad he did because this is his first reveal. Gets himself a nice little repunch mint mark. And that will be coin number 30. Congratulations, Coin Captain. And moving on to coin number 31. Coin number 31 will go to Deanne. You know what I want to find in this? What I want to find in this is a half a roll worth of RPM number 1. Man, those things are elusive. They are so hard to find. I mean, they're not hard to find. They're just hard to locate. This is another one of these with that and with that. We're just a little bit out of focus. Get us just a little bit back in focus. There we go. And so this one's not going to have anything on it. Let's take a look at the reverse and see if there's anything error collectors might like on the reverse of this. I don't see anything yet, though. Nope. Nothing special. You have a hard time making out the S RPMs? Sometimes they can be a little difficult. Actually, any number of them can be difficult, but try changing your lighting angle just a little bit. If you change your lighting angle to a little bit more of a shallow light, more closer to your table, it'll help you see split serifs. And split serifs are what define probably 75% of the overall population of S mint mark repunch mint marks. Joe McBride will get coin number 32. Of course, I don't know anything. I'm just saying that to be saying it, but I did sleep in a Holiday Inn Express last night. This is going to be another one of those. With that. And with that. So we're coming out with a mostly original roll here because there are a number of the same die being repeated over and over again. 2 FS501s and 2 separate source rolls 2 weeks apart. How about that? I was at a coin show in Fort Myers about 2 years ago, Fort Myers, Florida, about 2 years ago. And I went to a dealer's table who loves overcharging for coins. It's not actually overcharging, he's overgrading them. He's calling coins gem BU that look like this. This is not a gem BU coin. This is another one of those. With that and that. So he had a 1955 S that he was calling gem BU and he was charging $15 for it. I asked him if there was any chance that we could discuss the price on the coin. He said, nope. We can discuss it when you hand me $15. I said, well, okay, I guess I'll give you $15 for it. Because it was an RPM number 1. It was a nice BU coin, but it wasn't a gem BU. It wasn't anything beautiful. But it was an RPM number 1. I had to have it. Those things are scarce. So, 15 minutes can save you up to 15% on your insurance with Geico. Or we could go with Liberty Mutual, where we customize your insurance to give you only what you need. Ooh, look at that. There's that buy again. Liberty Bibbity. Can I riff? So I would think a struggling actor like him would be able to learn one sentence and keep his lines straight for, what, 5 seconds it takes to spit that out? I mean, Doug can do it. The Liberty Mutual Emu and Doug. That was for KellyMeShow. I forgot to say his name. And I forgot to write the number on the back of it. I love writing the number 33. I like my threes. I like writing the number 33. I know. I'm a nerd. You know I'm a nerd. Majestic Sounds of Coins. Majestic Sounds of Coins. We'll get this coin right here. What do we have? It's another one of those with the beginning of a buy and a large. Look at the size of that thing. Man, it's huge. But it's not an RPM. It's not a double die. This one is a nice coin, though. It's pretty nice, anyway. I've got nothing on the reverse to talk about. Or the reverse. I don't know. He always does that when he sees another bird like him. He'll figure it out. Number 34. That was for Majestic right there. Now for number 35. Number 35 will go to KellyMeShow. Coin number 35 goes to KellyMeShow, and this is coin number 35. That's another one of those. With that and that. Hello, Stephen Elliott. Well, if this die right here were valuable, we would all be going out to dinner as soon as the restaurants open back up. Because this thing is like the most common die in this entire roll. And unfortunately, it has nothing on it. We have found 5 varieties so far. We have found 4 RPMs and 1 coin that I believe could possibly be a Class 6 double die obverse. I'm going to have to take a much closer look at that to determine whether or not it is and whether it's listable as one. Turning to coin number 36 now. This one will go to Dennis Paulson. This long distance dedication is for Dennis. It's another one of those with that and that. This die is everywhere. Did I tell him what it was after I gave him the money for it? No. Because, quite honestly, the guy was a first-rate asshole and I didn't want to talk to him. Am I supposed to be able to say that on here? Probably not. I don't care, though. It's just the truth. Farm Dog. It's coin number 37. No, I paid him retail price for his RPM, even though he didn't know he had one. There's another one of these. That's interesting. Oh, those little die breaks. Little die chips, die breaks, whatever you want to call them. Just don't say, can I say just crack? Can I say, but crack? I'm not sure what I can say and what I can't say. Am I ignoring someone? Daniel Sheeks, I'm sorry I ignored you. You would like to know how to get enrolled. Well, this is what we're doing. We're going through this roll of coins that people have purchased, all these coins in this roll. You will have the opportunity to purchase coins in a future roll. I've already got 7 rolls lined up for this coming week, and I may actually even do more. And we've got spots available for that, but you're going to have to be at the auction tomorrow evening. It begins at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to be here for the roll reveal purchases, come in around an hour later. Oh, we got coin number 38. That's going to be for Coin Dragon. Frank, wake up. Here's Frank's coin. It's another one of those with that and that and that. I can't believe the number of these things I'm finding in this roll. Please help me. I'm falling. Yeah, I tend not to really like to talk to dealers at shows about the stuff they have because they think you're being conceited, where actually you're just trying to educate them. And there have been a number of times that I have found like altered or fake coins at shows, and I pointed out to the dealers. And I say, yeah, I don't do it like out in front of all the customers and everything. I kind of pull them off to the side and I say, this 1909 SVDB I just looked at, it's not real. How do you know? I don't know, because I've been studying this for a little while. So usually what they do is they'll pull it and they'll put it on a back table until I leave, and then they put it right back in the book to sell it. So a lot of the guys that deal at shows, I gave up. Gave up a long time ago. Ain't no teaching somebody just eats all the pages in the book. Speaking of eating all the pages, how you doing, Stephen Dallas? Yeah, we've got a roll here that has some slightly mixed quality, but it's a pretty decent roll in that it has a whole bunch of buy errors in it. Not a whole lot of RPMs. One possible double die. That's right, glue eating, window licking. Sissy Atwell gets coin number 40. Sissy Atwell. I have a huge show tomorrow. It's going to be giant. You don't want to miss it, no matter who you are, no matter what your typical walk-in life is. This is going to be an epic show. There's that nice little buy right there. Here's another one. You are going to get to see one person put himself through selling nearly 2,000 rolls of Lincoln Cents in one day. Can that feat be done? Who knows? But if it's anything that has to do with leaping tall stacks of Lincoln Cents in a single bound, it's going to be me, because I am the one who has them. Dell's Treasures, coin number 41. Let's see what Dell gets. It's another one of these with this and this and this. Had one try to rip me off on a 49 as Franklin. It had a very nice RPM. I don't think he realized. A 49 as Franklin. Would they want more than 50 cents for it? That's one of these. Ha. Let's flip it over and take a look at the reverse and see if there's anything there for us to discuss. Hop on the bus, Gus. Don't need to discuss much. Don't need to be coy, Roy. Just set yourself free. It is turning out to be a pretty decent roll. I'm glad I chose this one. I just picked it out of a box. I'm like, hey, I think I'll sell this roll. It's a 1955S. And as I generally tell you people, I did not search it ahead of time, so I had no idea what was inside of it before I opened it. Because it wouldn't make any sense for me to search a roll and know everything inside of it before we explored it together. At that point, rather than being an exploration leader, I would be a tour guide. And I don't like being a tour guide. Coin Dragon will pick up coin number 42 here. Well, we have another one of these coins that has the die break in the mint mark. Huh? Asking what? $100 probably should only paid $80 for a 41 OBW roll. Yeah, that's a pretty good deal. I don't know. I'll look it up here in a minute and I'll see what I would generally pay for one of those. But I think $100 is not far off. Got some original bank wrapped 1969 S rolls in the mail today. That's going to be fun. Original bank wrap 1969 S. Let's see who gets coin number 43. Jessica. Adam Chambers. Adam Chambers will take coin number 43. And here is coin number 43. It's another one of those. The little die break in the lower S. Should have just a shadow of a die crack right there. And on the reverse, it should have a die break right down here. And so, we've seen this before. That's Suwoo. Die chip. Coin number 44. Coin number 44 will go to Steve A. Coin number 44 will look like this. Yeah. It's one of these. Boom. Another buy. Yeah, Tim was selling 69S rolls. I didn't catch into that. I wasn't on that little party wagon. They were gone by the time I caught up to it. Well, I tell you what, Tim's one busy guy. He's about like me. He's got something going on all the time. Never slows down. Can't even stop him long enough to get a good phone call out of him. We have talked a few times on the phone, though. But, man, he's tough to reach. Super nice guy, though. Steve A gets coin number 45. Steve A with coin number 45 will get... Well, this is another one of them. So that means we're going to have that nice, pretty-looking little die break on the reverse, on the lower wheat. And it's going to be right here. Oh, I have to practice my entries. The here. 100 1963 D rolls. Gosh. That's a pile. I just got a 62D bag from him. Also got a 79 Philadelphia bag from him. Dell's Treasures. Dell's Treasures is going to pick up coin number 46. Only 5 coins left. And this is one of them. Right here. It's going to be coin number 46. And we have one of these with this and this and this. Got to get my aim better. Well, I know what I'm doing. No, you don't. I gotta learn to drive this thing better. Of course, I'm an excellent driver. Drive really slow on the driveways on Saturdays. 1949 Buick Roadmaster convertible. Of course, now it's got this ugly red interior. The original interior was brown. Coin number 47. Paula knows what I'm doing. Uh-oh. Let's go to Kmart, 400 Oak Street, Cincinnati, Ohio. Kmart, 400 Oak Street, Cincinnati, Ohio. Do I have any steel scent rolls for reveals? I may. I think I do. I think I have a Denver roll. I think I do. I'll look. I'll see what I've got. It won't be coming up this coming week, but it could be the week after. So stay tuned. Jeff Dunn. Dunn Jeff. Coin number 48. Coin number 48. 24, 24, 48. Means there's 2 left. It's 48 coins. And this one is another one of those. I opened crappy steel scent rolls. When did I open crappy steel scent rolls? Oh yeah, 1943 roll I opened a while back. That was an original bank wrapped roll, and I think the coins turned out to be half like that white crusty stuff. Yeah, that's what that was. Yeah, for sure. That was a while back. I lived in where did I live then? I lived in Bradenton then, so that had to have been 2018 sometime. 17. Wow. Time is a-flying. That's for sure. I guess I must be having a lot of fun. There goes a jet over my house that used to be like a once every 5-minute thing. Now it's like 3 times a day. Paul Hampton. Coin number 49. Coin number 49 is this one right here. I can see a spot on it. Not gonna be nice. There's a spot. It's got spots. I don't like spots. It's one of those. I have 43s, but the ones I have are yours. Is that true? But I have probably close to 150 coins that are 1943 die varieties, one sort or another. I'm just kind of hanging on to them. I was at a show one time in Kansas City back in 2006 and happened upon a dealer's table, and he had 1943 S Lincolns. I wanted $20 a piece for them. They're really nice coins. Every one of them was a double die reverse, the same double die reverse. I bought them all. Still have them. Coin number 50 goes to Chuck Patillo, the last coin in the roll, and this is the last coin in the roll. Well, that's not very exciting. It's another one of those. I thought we were going to find RPM number 1 as we got toward the end of the roll, but that is just not happening. Hello, Matt Regenbach. You did miss it. This is the last coin in the roll. But I will go very slowly on this one to give you a chance to relish what the other 49 coins looked like, minus 6 die varieties that we found in this roll. I have to go through this roll again because I find it very unusual that you would find 6 die varieties in a normal original roll, which this is likely, and that you only find one example of each of 6 different die varieties. That just doesn't make sense to me. So we will definitely be going through this roll again to take a good look. Just take a good look at yourself. A lot of you people who are younger will not know some of the references that I put up because I listen to a lot of 70s and 80s music, and I can make references to things that a lot of people here don't really jive with, including the word jive. You a jive turkey. Okay, so we've got 6 die varieties out of this, or possible die varieties. There's coin number 30, which went to Coin Captain. We've got coin number 29, which goes to Dennis Paulson. We've got coin number 5, which goes to Dennis Paulson. We got coin number 3, which goes to Joe McBride. And then we've got coin number 2. And coin number 2 goes to Deanne. Now, that's just what I found during the hunt. I may find more after the hunt is over and after I get back into this roll. But for now, that's what we've got. I show 45 coins that are normal and 5 coins with die varieties. Unfortunately, you understand all my references. Oh, isn't that nice? Okay, Eric, you send that email to me in the morning and I'll take a look. They have one in Lenexa, the coin show? Yeah, I was talking about the ARC show. That was years back. I don't know that the ARC is still doing their shows, but it was back when it was in the Clarion across the highway from the ball fields. And the dealer I was talking about was Alan Strange. Alan Strange. That takes me way back. He had been gone for a while now. Nice guy. Or are you Coin Searcher 2? You are Coin Searcher 2, that's right. Oh, yeah. Check the price of the... Hang on a second. Let me find my price list here. So I'll go in the closet of horrors and see if it's in there. Well, Shows you how long it's been since I bothered looking for my price sheet. I don't know where it is. Ah. I found it hiding under my strawberry bowl. Let's see. 1941 Philadelphia. You paid $100 for an original roll. Yeah. That's not bad. I pay $175 for them. If they're original rolls, if they're original bank wrap rolls, I'll pay $175 for them. You paid $150, or are you selling it for $150? Because I'll buy it for $150. Do I hear $155? Got $150 looking for $155, $160. Sold. $150 to Chuck. I'll give you my address and you can mail it to me. You paid $150. Oh. Want to sell it for $175? Because I can do that. I got a bunch of steel pennies here. I seed my wheat rolls with them. I just dump them into the coin counter as the wheat rolls go through. Some people like them. I kind of like them. I've been doing copper rolls all evening. Just been counting out rolls of copper. Yeah, it has to be an original roll, Matt. It has to be an original roll before I'll buy it for $175. If it's not an original roll, I'll buy them for $90. There's a big difference between the two. Big difference in value as well. Original rolls I pay a lot more for. Them is the rules. I didn't set them, I just follow them. Alright, folks. Well, I appreciate everyone coming in. I appreciate everyone having patience with my tardiness and my forgetfulness. I was so concentrated on getting these rolls and these boxes of rolls ready for tomorrow's sale because it's going to be such a huge event. I was just really concentrating. I was focused. And so here I am, getting ready to take off for the evening. I appreciate it, folks. You guys have a great night. It's 10:15 p.m. and I'm about to turn into a pumpkin. So I'll talk to you guys later. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll be back on tomorrow evening, of course. So have a great night.